I'm going to be unboxing a very special set of books by author Nicholas Kotar. Let's get into it. Nicholas Kotar has been on the channel and the podcast several times. He discussed this Kickstarter campaign. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Yeah. Dude, look at that. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, right off the bat, we have In a Certain Kingdom by Nicholas Kotar. 3-volume hardcover limited edition set. He hosted an excellent Kickstarter for this campaign. My kids and I have read through the softcover version of this book, so we're somewhat familiar with the stories. We really enjoyed them. I get into it in the podcast conversation about tales and traditions, and specifically Russian fairy tales that Nicholas Kotar specializes in. And some of my reactions to the stories themselves and the experiences that my kids and I have shared. Okay, let's open it up. Oh, yes. Okay, so this version this is new. This has a special edition images at the beginning of each of the text. I really like these, especially the black and white. It feels like it goes well with the aesthetic of these classic stories. And it looks, yeah, so after the title photography, introducing the chapter, it is all text after that. And there's the next one. Yeah, I like that a lot, actually, because these stories are so rich and the words are so powerful that it kindles images in your imagination just fine. In a way, you don't want too many images in here, right? Because if it's fully illustrated, then you're depending on the image, and it can distract from the text if you're not careful. So seeing this first image, I can tell it almost has like a way of setting or framing your imagination of what's ahead, introducing symbols, something you can come back to, but definitely not something that's going to distract from the text. I really like that feature. The cream pages are really nice. It has a warmth to the pages. It feels like I'm holding something new, especially with these like pearl white covers. They're very smooth, great texture to them. They feel durable. Sorry, I'm jumping back and forth. But there's a lot to come over. It seems simple, but it's so subtle and elegant. So yeah, comparing the outer to the inner, it feels new, like I'm holding something new, but once I open up, it has this warmth of the tradition of something vintage, something of old, which I feel is one of Nicholas's purposes. I feel like he carries the torch well of making sure that he's true to these traditions, yet making sure that they have life in this modern world. And of course, he gets into that. Our conversation goes well over an hour, so feel free to jump in there and let him explain it to you. But yeah, so you can see in these volumes, I don't know if you can see it here, but in the image, you see some of the key figures, some of these mythological creatures that come up in the stories. I believe this center one is, a burning phoenix. This is great. Yeah, so Russian fairy tales are something else. I can't highly recommend them enough. This book is beautiful. And each of the volumes has a different color. Let me just take a peek into the second one. Yeah, and they have a consistent, yes, speaking of which, there we go. Consistent image at the title of the chapter, followed by text. All in all, I'd say I am very pleased, as if you couldn't tell, with the contents. the overall design, the feel, the durability. I feel like this is going to last probably into my grandkids, hopefully great grandkids. And it's something that we can share together for generations. I am a big fan of Kickstarter campaigns, as if you couldn't tell, because it allows people to invest in the future of not just good stories, but works of art, and encourages, especially Kickstarter campaigns like this, something tangible, allows you to get out of this digital dependency and into the tangible world to spark our imagination. I am a fan. I wanted to also give you guys an announcement before we leave here that the Arrival and Exodus book is going to be coming out on November 11th. Colin Miller has done an amazing job binding this book by hand. So we agreed to come out with 12. I explain a lot of the details and introduce the prototype that Colin and I came up with in another video that I'll link to. Just want to let you guys know that it's coming out, and I'm going to be releasing it exclusively to my Substack newsletter subscribers. And this is one way that I want to thank foundational level supporters of coming out with these 12 one-of-a-kind books. So subscribe to the newsletter. I'll be sending out the details for people to be able to participate in that, as well as some other perks for monthly subscribers, ebooks, PDFs, things of that sort. Thank you so much. That's all for this video. I hope you have a wonderful day. Until the next one.